Uncle Go Clips.
Get better, definitely.
Of course. Tell me, uh, I mentioned Gary Vee earlier there. What do you think about social media? You mentioned that you were on LinkedIn, and that's how we kind of started talking and connected. Where are you with social media, and how do you look at it right now? There's been a lot of people chatting about it because it has, you know, influenced a lot of things. But I want to hear your point on it.
Yeah, so social media has two sides, right? It has good side because on social media has saved a lot of people's lives, right? On social media, people would post something about maybe a natural disaster coming up or a terrorist attack, warn people about certain stuff, and people can go into safety fast enough to and their life gets safe, right? And when things are happening, they just people get go into social media and just start posting stuff, warning people about all this kind of stuff, which is really really good. And it's a place where you can express yourself, express display your skills, and just help other people to achieve certain things in life. For like example, the cooking part, people, for example, I wasn't that much into cooking before, but I'm from YouTube, seeing all different kind of people showing how to cook this, how to cook that. It was like, oh wow, okay, I don't need to go to cooking school. I don't need to ask my mom about this. I just type it on YouTube and it shows me about how this works. And so, for example, or when you're going for an interview, right? There was maybe before when you're going for an interview, you put a tie on and you're like, man, I forgot how does this tie? How does it go? How does it? And then you type on YouTube and see someone, and I always look at the comment section and see people say, "Oh, thank you, you saved my life. Thank you, you saved me.
You got me a job.
You got me a job. Thank you, thank you." And like, yeah, so it's really good, right? People can be very can be very productive on YouTube or on social media. You can people have got jobs through social media because people job posting, recommending people or referring to people on social media, and you can for example when I was started as teaching myself how to code. I saw a lot of sales about books for courses, and so you save a lot of money because people are saying, "Hey, look at this book I found; it's on sale. Look at this course; it's on sale." And you just seen this so much information, and you're like, "Oh wow, this is really cool." And good that I have Facebook. Good that I'm on Facebook. Now I've saved a lot of money because I'm on Facebook or because I'm on Instagram or whatever, and that's the good part of it. But at the same time, it also have the dark side, right? It's addictive, not just for teenagers and for kids, also for adults, right? And so people are hooked up into this and want to see, okay, what's going on, and everybody has this. Everybody who has a smartphone has been in a position where they say, okay, maybe I stayed for on YouTube way too long. Maybe I stayed on Instagram or Facebook way too long, and this is something everybody has to deal with. And so and that's one thing that's it's addictive and it can cause you a lot of time, just wasting a lot of time because just because someone posts something, it's like, oh, that's interesting, and then you look into it, oh, that post also, and then you before you know, oh, it's 2 hours. I've been doing this for 2 hours. And and the other thing is, unfortunately, we live in a day and age where people are very sensitive now, and you cannot express yourself. You cannot say an opinion without being attacked, something, and you have to be very careful what you bring out there. And people don't care about statistics, like you said. You know, more about statistics. Don't care about details. Don't care about context. Everything, many things are just feeling based, right? I feel this, I feel like, okay, facts doesn't care about your feelings, right? It is a fact. So and yeah, of course it's good to that we have emotion. This is something god giving thing gift that we have. But some people are so much, everything is about your feelings, and on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, you just see this person, just people just talking about how they feel about this, feel about that, and the moment you say something slightly different, you get into trouble, and you're now their enemy. You're like, wait a second, yeah, I understand your story. I understand your story about this topic, but I would like to hear the other party. I would like to hear what the other person has to say. And I said, no, no, just believe me because you're my friend. You need just take it on. Um, just take it like that because you're my friend, or because you come from the same country as I do. So just take this at face value. And it's like, oh no, I want to look into details. I want to look into some context. I want to look at some statistics. And and that's the thing that people go there and just being keyboard warriors. Just go there and just be
Mean
harmful,
sometimes as well.
huh?
Mean sometimes.
Yeah, harmful, mean, and just go there and express how much hatred they have in your heart. And it can be really dangerous sometimes. And you have to be careful today. You have to be careful who you like, who you retweet, because it's damn, times have changed. So that's the thing, right? So like I said, Facebook, social media has good stuff, but has to have bad stuff. And well, especially because of all the events that are going on around the world, the politic event, and the pandemics. So if you write something that doesn't fit the agenda of a certain movement, you're in trouble. You're the enemy. They give you names and call you all different kind of things just because you didn't, because your view doesn't fit the agenda. So yeah, so that's the two side of social media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. It can be rough on people, really. Like when you read the reports of like depression and even suicide rates, like that it's connected directly to social media. That's concerning. But I always kind of love to look more on the bright side and everything good that's coming out of it. Um, that's why I want to emphasize this self-development part, because when you think about it, if the person is younger, they didn't have enough time to kind of develop all of their like mental fortitude to kind of like be prepared for everything that can come their way on social media and the internet, and some random guy commenting something mean, that can hurt you if you're not kind of like in the wrong right place. So I think people should approach social media through this lens of like, all right, like it's like something good can happen and something bad can happen.
Something bad, yeah.
Um,
It's the real world, right? It's exactly the same
yeah,
thing when you go outside there. You don't say, "Hey, everybody is nice to you. We're holding each other's hands, running with flowers and singing kumbaya," right? It's like it's a dangerous place out there. So you just have to be aware of that. And a lot of teenagers and kids don't know about that. And when they see someone writing something mean about certain things, certain topics, they get crazy. And adults too, not
yeah.
just teenagers,
Do
adults
you think
also.
that maybe like if people get comments like that, they can actually grow through that? Because like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and kind of like if people are mean to you, after a while you kind of develop a resistance to it. Do you think that
I,
it's kind of like
I think one of the main reasons when people take us, let's say, social media or media in general too serious is most of the time as people who they just don't have enough, let's say, things. They don't have enough things that, um, how to put it, uh,
going on in their own life?
in their own life. Yeah. So they have so much time spending on YouTube and social media that you're like, dude, shouldn't you go to work, read a book, do this, take care of your family? And no, 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 I do that too, but I'm on social media. Well, then you're not doing it good enough, because you shouldn't be here and crying about someone saying this about this politician, saying this about this politician. I need to go to work tomorrow. I don't have time for this. I need to get this project done. I need to fix this problem. I need to take care of my kids, take care of my family. And so it's like, just like they don't have enough things going on in your life that can distract them from that, keep them away from there. So that's where they get their like purpose in life, and that's where they want to be someone. and that's where they get information that makes them happy or makes them sad, because they just don't have anything else in life, or just don't have, let's say, enough uh, going on in their life. So that's why, like I said, teenagers are very um, uh, into this social media things, because they're just growing up and they have time. And so adults who are working, who have a family, who have projects going on, they don't have time for that. For you, for example, you like, dude, I need to work on my next podcast. I need to start writing script. I need to start editing videos. I need to start looking for the next guest on my show and all these things. I don't have time talking about what this person did, what that person did on social media. So
Yeah,
I
true.
think just trying to be productive in other parts of your life, um, doing something else that can make you, that can bring, let's say, uh, helping other people, working on project, reading books, do all those kind of things, and can actually help you not lean into this social media disaster. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it boils down to focus a lot. For instance, a friend of mine, she couldn't work now during COVID because everything locked down. So she was
Mm,
like, all right, I'm going to focus on stuff that I did when I was younger. And she went
mm,
back to painting.
mm,
And she did it for her own like fun for a while. And then she was like, oh, maybe I should post it on social media, like see what other people say. And then she got really great feedback. Then she's like, all right, I'm going to create a Instagram page for my like artwork, and she posts her pictures there. Now she has people contacting her that want to buy her artwork, and she's
wow.
making some like money on the side. She
Mm,
didn't even think about it when she started doing it. It was focused on her being like, I enjoy painting. I haven't done it in a long time. I'm gonna start doing it, and started sharing with the world, and of course got great feedback from there.
mm.
So
Yeah, and your friend, she had a choice, right?
yeah,
She could have said, you know what, instead of doing something productive, painting, you know what, I'm just going to hang out on YouTube, hang out on Facebook, and just talking about all sort of things. But she decided to do that, and now
yeah.
she's successful in it. Yeah, good.
Yeah. I believe that's the right way to go. Like thinking of how you can fill out your day and what are the
Mm.
things that you can do, not like what other people's are not doing. That takes too much energy away. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.